Time for us to deal with the main show for Shadowkeep. I believe they call this the Specimen Storeroom, something like this. In any case, we're obviously starting from the bottom floor because we want to make sure we get everything, work our way up. We will have to pop back down after we've used the switch because that will be turned. And it should line up with, I think, the rail just over that side. Anyway, got some stuff to do. If this is your first time here, I'm going to sneak around the back of this guy. Just get him out of the way. If this is your first time here, you haven't been following the series, just one quick thing is just jump up these tablets here. Cross this way. And make your way to the top of the bull. Guess it's a bull. And you'll have Spirit Ash on top. There's obviously some other bits and bobs that we've kind of nipped in and grabbed in other episodes, but I feel like that's an important one people may want to find. So with that little bit of setup done, let's begin. It's going to be a long episode probably because we are not going to be finishing at Messmer because we need to get along a bridge to get to the next zone. So quite a lot to do. As you can see, we're jumping through this gap here just so that we can visit all of the different parts of area. Bolt Trick Talisman is probably important. I'm probably not going to use it. The only real big enemy we might use it on now is the dragon, but I prefer fire resistance for that one anyway, so it's not too much of an issue, but at least we got it. And it should mean now we have all 4 of the resistances, which is nice. When we want them. We're going to continue clearing the zone. Careful of these when they start trying to pump fire out here, which is why you can't really leave them alone, because you don't really want to be fighting some of the enemies around here and then just getting fireballs shoved at your rear. Enemy down here, so going this direction means that we don't get ambushed by him. We in fact do the ambushing, which is always preferable. We continue on this way. This loops around. You can see we're back at the Grace already. Deal with these. Now I haven't been down this lift before defeating Messmer before, so I don't know if some things are locked. I don't know if it's going to spoil quest lines. What I'm going to recommend is we ignore it for now. That's actually where we're going to be progressing later on. We've done the initial part already, which is good. Up the stairs. Hello. Stabby boy. There's quite a few of those around. Mixed in with all the people pretending to be peaceful that are not quite so peaceful. These two are both aggro, I think. Yeah, here we go. That's what I'm saying, see? So you really don't want to be leaving them alone. You just never know when they might aggro. Alright, so with that bit mostly clear, we should be safe to come inside this room, which is going to have Ansbach in it. Most notable, we have the kind of beast on the table. Go ahead and exhaust his dialogue all the way. This is one of the reasons why we need to kind of be... We need to start at the bottom, go all the way to the top, and then we're coming back to the bottom after we've flipped a switch and we've interacted with Freya. Because that way we then... Can't talk. Because that way we'll then be able to get all of the extra bits in one go. Excuse me, get down. Lots of enemies everywhere. As we're going around here, there's going to be Cloak Boy. If you happen to get round with him not seeing you, you may be able to do this the good way. You deserve it. You know you deserve it. I think that's all. Oh, you nearly got me from behind. Cheeky. Where were you? That could have been disastrous if that had come round on me there. Damn. Got lucky. Doesn't happen often, but it did. Right. Up the steps, we're on to the next level. Hordes of enemies everywhere. We're going to deal with all of it. Don't you worry. This way. Just thinking. Where's the... Let's see, there's no statue with feet here, so that's the path of progression up there. We're going to clear this way first. I recognize that guy from a previous episode. Normally we get him from behind. That's why fire resistance is good here. Also, I believe that room is the one that we jumped through the gaps for. We opened the bookcase just underneath us. A little bit of orientation just to help you guys understand where we are. As far as I can tell, like, we can get on top of all of these bookshelves here. I couldn't find anything amazing, obviously, other than grabbing the loot from the top of the bull creature, but we already did that. Continue slashing way along. Oh, hello. Yes, everyone loves a triple kill. Now I think this one, yeah, this one turns around on you. So there's a few of them that are like, oh, we made you think you could sneak upon this one. It's generally the patrolling ones we can actually sneak on. The ones that are generally standing there are like traps. Man, we didn't even get enough stamina to finish you off. You're like joking. That means we're gonna have to get some more endurance. It's just crazy. Why don't you come over here, hmm? Why don't you come over here? Just annoying. I mean, to be fair, the fire is preferable to him pulling out a combo. Disgusting enemies. So strong. I mean, I suppose they're kind of like late game enemies of the late game DLC. It makes a bit of sense, don't it? That they are a tiny bit obnoxious. Right, so done. Get some healing on. Up the stairs. I think we can actually get this one up here if we're quiet enough. So we'll go for you. Nope. Nope, it's decided not today. Come on, let's go. Man, so close to finishing it, but just not quite. Clearly I need something to do more damage. Right, next time. Next time! Going down, son. Oh, again, just turns around. It's so annoying. Let's go. Man. Calm yourself. Even with that, it's close. Really didn't need an FP flash there, but... Another one down. That is, yeah, this room done. Quite a lot of these red cape clowns, right? Quite a lot. Deal with you. Deal with you. And you. And you. Less shard, very nice to have. We could use Golden Vow. That probably would give us some extra damage as well. Having it on. Alright, gonna be tons of enemies here. Let's switch to something more. You shall not pass this, shall we? Where's the rest? Come on, where's the rest? Oi! Where's the rest? Come here. There's more. Where is it? There it is. Usually they come as a group. Cheating. before we move on. Jump across here for loot. To finish this floor before we move on, because we are going to be going across that statue there. Going to come in this way. Quite a few enemies, so just be aware. Like, they will all aggro, kind of in time. So if you want to sneak up on the next guy, which we can do, these will turn out to... Is it not patrol? What? Why is it not patrolling? Tell you, sometimes it's a bit weird. Right, it's going to stop patrolling, right? So if we come in... Quick. Gonna get you the proper way. I really want one of them to drop the hood. The hood's quite good. I probably won't use it because I like the circlet. I just like how it looks with the red hair. But the hood's quite good. In a also a very generalist sense. And now we can walk along this dude's toes and the back of his legs and his buttock. Across the back. Over the head. Oddly smooth sailing for such a gnarly looking texture. Got a letter here. Haven't done anything with this. Nice bit of flavour there, I suppose, but nothing essential. First grace achieved. Hope you're all happy. Still further to go though. Quite a bit further. Right. Loot on the side. Yes, we're going to have some bats in a second. Oh, man. Whoa. You know what? You need to get some revenge, you are. Too risky to go for the sword on the stairs, in my opinion. Loot this platform. There's not too much to do here, other than admire this is a really cool looking scene. I kind of like the Viking vibe. The burning boats. I don't know too much about what's going on or why these are like kind of boat-shaped kilns. Look, you can see all the ash. But kind of interesting actually. I do like it. We are going to go down the stairs here. Let's just deal with the bats. Now, you could come back here later if you don't trust yourself to be disciplined. Because we're going to get a scroll here. And realistically now, we don't want to go anywhere near Ansbach until we have talked to Freya, okay, who's a little bit further on. We're not too far away, but otherwise we can have some issues, all right? Quest here is a bit finicky, and we need to make sure we do things properly. So you could leave it if you want to, talk to Freya first, then Ansbach, then come for this, which is like the 100% safer if you don't trust yourself with like button presses and stuff. Because I don't know, maybe you spam buttons like I do sometimes. But should be right. So we'll go next. We're going to clear our way this way though. You know what I'm like? We've got to get everything. Excuse me. Get down. I've actually got to put my endurance. I thought we had good endurance at 40. Right, so where are we at? This is not where we get the switch. Next level up. All right, sir. You want to get got premature, do you? Want us to go left first? As we come through. I think that's everything down there. So this one's a bit mean. I haven't found a way to sneak up on this one, unless... I guess maybe it's because it starts its patrol. Can we actually sneak up on it? That'd be so cool if we can. Let's see if we can hide. Sorry, it's going to add like a minute to the video, but it would be so cool if it like goes past it and we can get a backstab. I can hear its footsteps. Oh yeah. Oh baby, that's perfect. How'd you like it in the back? Alright, usually I come up here and it's like, I guess because it starts its patrol, usually like I'd never managed to sneak up on it. I guess we can just lure it over that way, that's fine. We like that. Alright, several enemies here, we're going to deal with all these. So at this point, you may want to be quick, just because we're close to a grace, and there are still a couple of fire knights around. So if you're like in a very injured position, I'm going to show you where to go. Alright, all you need to do, come up the stairs, but you do have to get past one of these, look. I say, can you not give me a bleed or something? 48k though, because that was a gold-eyed one. That's a lot. Nice. So we're going to tag this. Alright, make sure you tag this, because if you start fast traveling around and you haven't, you'll be annoyed with yourself. I'm not saying I did that, but I definitely did that when I was playing around with these. So we want repeating dialogue there. Cross to the other side so we can loot all this bit. What we want to do is we want to jump on the railing first and then across to the beast. Spirit Ash. If you want, I suppose you could take these out of range, but it's just a bunch of little spirits. We're fine now. Bit of loot, and then we can pull the lever. And that there is now the path to the boss. Oops, some graces along the way. But yes, we head along there, jump around, and we get up to that platform up there, like you can see. We've got a couple of bits we want to do before we go that way. Such as loot this room. This is a trap room, by the way. So, you know what I'm going to do? Let's go with spells. So there's no way of sneaking up on that one. It's just too many enemies that are going to aggro on you. So, to be honest... yeah, Moonblade's going to be the way. Man, got healed as well. Absolute a-hole. So you can't burst the health down. Honestly, really quite a cruel encounter in my opinion. Like, why? They must have known people were bursting these guys down. Like, it went, haha, we're gonna have one you can't burst down properly. Very funny. Okay, so that's everything looted on the sides pretty much now, till we start heading further up. Before we do that, I want to get the quest sorted. So right now, we're gonna head back to Storehouse first floor. We need to head back to Ansbach. If you're worried about your button presses, now is the time to make yourself a backup save, because we are, of course, going to have 2 prompts when we come to Ansbach, and we need to say Freya's here before we give him the scroll. Alrighty, right. That's what we're going to do. Remember, this is an ambush. Almost like they really wanted you to kill these guys a lot, isn't it? Oh man, I really want to get the backstab on you. I love the backstab animation on the poor guys. The Jawas. Right. Now we can come for Ansbach. Come here, boy. Right, no spamming of buttons. We need to say, tell him about Freya's decision first.
She must be a true red maid, but no one. She has a heart.
Now,
perhaps I could.
We can give him the scroll.
Well, what's? Yes, even the as if you he plans he has. It beggars. I'm afraid one thing is.
Time for dialogue exhaustion.
Given, but I am a curse it. I could spend.
Now we need to reload the area. So, quick way. It's obviously to reload the place. Obviously, if you want to go back to a Grace, like kind of do a fast travel, kill some more enemies, that's a good idea too. Getting some extra runes is always good. No such thing as too many runes.
Thanks to Freya for this knowledge, yes.
Now we have letter for Freya, which, in case you didn't guess, we're going to send that to Freya. But before we do that, we need to head up a level so we can get some loot. Whoops. So we're just going to continue clearing our way along. We don't need to deal with the red Fire Knight person this time. It shouldn't chase us up, I don't think. As long as we're quick enough that it doesn't aggro on me. Oh man, what? You got to grab? Stop with the heals. I didn't realize they could do that till today. Right, so now we want to go... Where is it? We need to go up another level. I'm really not thrilled about the idea that you might aggro. And we're going up the stairs. God damn, stay the other way. Oh man. Right, that's it, we've got you now. This is why cast speed's important now. We need it for the stun lock. And this will be the Pearl Drake Talisman +3, which is very nice to have. Very, very nice. Especially now that we're going to start getting bosses with, like, dual elements. And that should be everything we need from here. So we can head back to the 7th floor. Give the letter to Freya, which means our business. It's mostly finished here now, which is good. How are we doing for level runes? Nearly there. Actually, where is she? There she is.
I'm truly.
And there's the letter.
On Earth. Oh, yes. As the fest, but kindly is fine. I know it would, and certainly endless as befit.
And then, as usual, we want to make sure we are repeating dialogue. And now we can be on our way. We've got finite over this way. We need to make sure it's not following us, because we really don't want it to be aggroed on us while we're trying to climb. Really cheap FP wise for a kill in comparison to Moonblade though, right? That might be important in a minute. Not that way. This way. Look, I've still got to go and get you. Aggroed. Stop it. Alright then, we're all done. Nope, still one more. Alright, across we go. Now, I don't think there's loot on this little ring here. I feel like I went round and there wasn't anything impressive, so we're not going to bother with that. Instead, jumping up this way, then onto this. I think it's a tail. Luckily, they made it so that guy doesn't aggro. I feel like this would have been really obnoxious if it did. I feel like it must have crossed someone's mind and then they went, no. No. That's not very nice. Alright then, so we could drop down and grab a spell right now, but we're going to wait, just because it'll be easier that way. A little bit quicker in my opinion. Right now, we're about to aggro a boss version, or, well, like mini boss version of the Finites. One of two. This one's going to drop its hood. No, it might be a spear. Yeah. Got to be quick. This guy's really aggressive. Man, oh my god, the damage. That fuck, the fight house would probably save me there. One proc with some bleed. There we go. That doesn't respawn, so all good now. Scattertree, Scattertree. People, it's become, I don't want to say meme, but it's become a thing everyone keeps saying to me now. It's kind of funny. I don't know why I just randomly said it while I was streaming. Out of my mind, but it's funny enough. Upgrade, baby! Level 17. Ooh, can't you just see how we're getting close to the end? I didn't level, should have leveled up. Let's get Dexy. Let's talk about Dex, baby. 55! 55 is where we need to be for an extra point. Well, like a tiny bit more cast speed. We are at the break point now where it's making the difference between being able to chain spells on bosses and not. So for now, just quick look in here, grab some loot. I think there's too much else here. In this room. I'm sure someone said something about a second switch, but don't think so. Pretty sure we got all the loot. Put you in your place. You in your place. You in your place. And then we want to drop off here. Oh no! I thought I was going to fall off them. And there we can have Vegetable Thorns. Really, really, really strong sorcery that needs faith. Great. Couldn't give us a break. Couldn't even go like arcane, and I'd have loved an arcane int style set of spells, but no, couldn't even do that. So that means we are mostly done with all this stuff now. We've done you, yes. Did Freya, yes. So that's all good. Everything's all set now for us to progress, which means we want to make sure we're in boss mode, which means I don't want regeneration. We do want fire resistance on. I could do Shard of Alexander if we're going to spam the weapon art, but I don't plan to, so we're going to go with Graven Mass. Yeah, pretty happy with that. That's all good. I'm going to change my shield between this episode and the next one. We're going to switch to the Serpent Shield because we need more block powers. Ponderous Physic is good. Memorize spells. We are happy with that. Adula's Moonblade, probably the best for this anyway. And we got Nightcap in there. Shard Spiral might actually be better in this situation. Because second phase, he's going to be all over the place. But Moonblade's going to carry most of this. We got enough stuff there. Yes. Alright. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this first. We actually have a summon in here that we need to use. And it's one that was summoned in the boss room. Best thing about this is it's only an advantage because apparently if we summon it in the boss room, that means the boss doesn't get its HP bonuses. So that's kind of nice. So we're going to start straight away with this. Yeah, we know you're going to do some damage. Get on there. Oops. This is the issue, right? I don't know why they default that to no. God damn it.
Messmer! In vengeance for the flames, my blade I...
Get off. Alright, now stop playing. Excuse me. Stop playing. I don't know why his AI does that sometimes. Really weird. Did that in my stream as well.
In the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Alright, and so now, before we go in, we want to get the uplifting aromatic on. Summon the mimic as soon as we enter. Hopefully when he does this, if you want to roll through it, so it can be in a good position once the mimic gets some hits on there. To get horse hunting. It is important that we do this.
Messmer, foe of my beloved people, in vengeance for the flames.
Look how much damage the mimic can do before it even aggroes on him. I'm not a fan of these iframes during these grabs. You really need a good shield for that. This game telling us that we need better stability though, because he basically auto breaks me right now in the Physicon. Phase 2. This phase is pretty crazy. God damn. But bear with it. Should be fine.
Marka, a curse upon thee.
And there we have it. Remembrance of the Impaler is done.
My clan's suffering. Their pain. All that they felt. Do you understand now? Your ugliness. Ah!
He's happy. Rest of the Grace. More decks. Exhaust some Horsent. And we will be seeing him again later on. Alright then, so to close out, we've got a couple of bits that we need to do. We need to go back to the storehouse. I don't think... Let's just go double check we need to, whether or not we need to speak to Ansbach again. Before we move on. I don't think we do. We should have done it, but I'm just double checking. Just because he hasn't moved yet, and that makes me nervous.
This is the...
Ah, here we go.
I should have something paralyzing. But
There we go. So now I should move on. I knew there must have been something missing. Alright, so we showed the lift right at the very beginning of the episode, and that is exactly where we're going now. Another little side area that we just need to finish. Before we close on out, then we're ready for the Rao. I think we say Rao. Rao Ruins. It's the lift there. We'll go straight forward. This is kind of just a piece of bait to make you fall into a trap. Can't believe I couldn't get you through the wall. You could get me. Baited me with a chicken leg. How did they know my weakness? Wall of Sparks. We already got the better one. The Rolling Sparks, I think, is the best one. But Wall of Sparks is also cool. So I wouldn't knock it. Before we go down the stairs, you want to go and hit this wall. For the cookbook. How have you aggroed already? We're not even close to you. Into the hall. Lots of pot enemies in here. This guy is a pain, so we want to get in there really quickly. Look at my health draining. Get out. Oh my god. Second Iris of Grace. Which means we can go and feed that to a certain dude in a previous area. All nicely cleared. Oh, what? That's the first time that's grabbed me. No. That's actually a cuddle. That's hilarious. They're actually trying to turn her into some kind of like barracker or something. Sign of grace. Alright then, so next bit's a bit funny, bit strange. So anyone that's ever played any Souls game in their lives before knows exactly what this looks like. But I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed, because there's going to be no dragon breathing fire down the bridge. So we're just going to run past all this. And what is going to happen is there's a dude at the end that's got like a rain fire spell. And he's going to cast that spell. It's not all that impressive, I'm afraid. You can barely even tell it's happening if you just ride down the lift. Ride down the lift, ride down the bridge. But this guy is pretty aggressive when we get close, so we do need to be careful. That's some more goodies. That's going to take us to Ancient Rao Ruins now. So we're going to grab the Grace, and then we're going to go and feed an Iris of Grace to somebody. So we need to go all the way back to what's probably best. I think the Storehouse back section's probably the best way to get there. I'm gonna go, yeah, back here. One guy on ledge, and I owe you punishment for firing at me earlier. Lift. Once we're at the bottom of the lift, we can obviously make our way back around. A few enemies here we just need to be careful of, remember. We're going to have Red Boyo. And then another Red Boyo. I believe this dude's name is Keyline. Haven't used this Spearsome either, but his weapon really doesn't suit me, so that's what we're going for.
Favor me with thy grace. I have met many who would threaten or distress thee, and quelled each and all. And I hereby swear to never cease. So please, grant me thy grace. Leave me with my solitary light. Queen Marika, take not from... Ah, Queen Marika, dearest mother, I shall silence all who would trespass upon thy peace, as decreed by the grace of gold. No soul shall thy sanctity imperil.
Sorted. Alright. We are now... Like a bug for a second, didn't it? We are now ready for Rao's Ancient Ruins. So I am going to upgrade a few bits and bobs. I'm going to mostly get the shield prepared because we need a better shield. I'm afraid you can see how often we're getting guard broken. This is going to make a significant difference to that. And I'm going to upgrade my great katana, ready for the final boss, because that's realistically all I'm going to use it for. We could use it against other stuff, which would be brutal. It's very strong, but I think most people prefer I use it sparingly. So I'll catch you guys in the next episode as we take on the upper areas.